This is the Revolutionary News, produced on Friday, July 25th, 1775. I'm Allison Ingersoll in the New York Bureau, sitting in for Anson Ingram, who returns from vacation next week. We bring you news from across the colonies. Follow the revolution each week, exactly 250 years after the events occur. This is day 97 since the first shots were fired at Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts. Our attention this week remains on the city of Boston, where General Washington and his British adversary, General Thomas Gage, remain in a tense standoff, as each prepare for what seems like an inevitable outbreak in hostilities. Washington spent much of this week inspecting fortifications and addressing issues like supply shortages, sanitation, and troop desertions, as he continues to reorganize the provincial militias into a unified Continental Army. We're going to spend the rest of this episode on an issue that's caught my eye over the past few weeks. In two key documents, Congress absolves King George from wrongdoing, blaming Parliament for the policies that are at the core of colonial unrest. Joining us from London is Frederick North, the 2nd Earl of Guildford, and the Prime Minister of Great Britain, to offer his perspectives. Welcome to the Revolutionary News.
Thank you for having me, Allison.
You're most welcome. Tell us something about yourself, Prime Minister.
Please, call me Lord North. I'm 43 years old, the son of Francis North and Lady Lucy Montague, husband to Anne Speke, and father to 6 children so far. My father was Lord of the Bedchamber for King George's father, the Prince of Wales. I was born in London, just off Piccadilly, and educated at Eton and Oxford. I became a Member of Parliament at age 22, and have been Prime Minister for 5 years now. It's been trying for all of us in Great Britain to endure the insubordination of our colonists, and we must rectify this problem.
Why do you consider the colonists to be insubordinate?
We have nurtured our brethren colonists for well over a century, investing blood and treasure on their behalf. Were we not fighting the French and Indians as a unified force just 20 years ago? Also, the colonies cannot become economically viable without Great Britain. They should be grateful for the association, yet many, but not all, spurn it.
Is this a case where the children have outgrown their parents?
That's an interesting analogy, Allison. Empires must grow or die, so we naturally would resist a separation. I outlined a possible resolution in a conciliatory resolution to the Continental Congress in February, 2 months before the skirmishes in Lexington and Concord, and await a formal response.
What did you propose, sir?
Individual colonies won't have to pay taxes to us so long as they contribute funds to the defense and governance provided by Great Britain.
I imagine that the Continental Congress would feel like that's a strategy to divide and conquer the unified colonies, no?
You're being dramatic, Allison. We just want to bring an end to hostilities and get back to a good working relationship with our colonies. With an empire of our size, it's not as if this is the only matter that occupies our attention.
In the Olive Branch petition to King George III, and in a speech to the 6 nations of the Iroquois Confederacy, Congress expresses its reverence for the king and insists that he has been influenced by wicked men within Parliament. Your reaction?
The king is deserving of such reverence. I offer my best judgment to him, and am supported by Lord George Germain and the Earl of Sandwich, both upstanding men.
I'm told that you enjoy more than a political relationship with the king, perhaps a familial one as well. Can you in fact be half-brothers? The resemblance between the king and yourself is uncanny. Is there something to that, Lord North?
Ordinarily, Allison, I would consider that remark to be impertinent, but social norms in the colonies are on the decline. Nevertheless, I'll concede the circumstantial resemblance, and find it flattering if truth be told.
Well, thank you for joining us, Lord North, and we hope a resolution between Great Britain and the colonies is within reach.
Let's hope so, Allison.
So, there you have it. The news of the week ended July 25th, 1775. Tune in next Friday, subscribe for free to this YouTube channel, and follow the revolution.